Alright, today's video going to be replacing the water pump on this 02 Dodge Dakota 3.9 liter V6 because the water pump is leaking. Up here I can't see anything that stands out from like the connections, but if you go under, you can see it dripping right there. Was gonna just find out where the leak is. Best case scenario would have been just the seal from the pump to the engine bay, the engine block. But if we're already in there, they told me to replace the pump already, so we're gonna go ahead and knock that out. First thing we're gonna do is take this fan shroud out. Okay, to remove the shroud, there's 3 bolts, a 10mm right here, a 10 right here, and one right there. Okay, so I don't know if you saw that, but it's just like a big U, a little bit more than halfway, so you can't just go straight up. So you just gotta finagle one side out, which for me worked on the passenger side. Get that one out, then walk the rest of it out. So now is gonna be a good time before we start getting to the belts and the fan and all that to start draining the coolant. Alright, at the front driver's side, there's the bottom grill, and then there's this little access hole. In here, you can see the drain petcock for the radiator and the little nip on the bottom. That's where we're going to be draining the radiator from. So I got this 5-6 inch piece of hose. It's a roughly 5/16 inner diameter, and that fits nice and loose snug on the radiator drain. But it's enough to hold itself on while it's draining. So go ahead and pick you up some of this. This way you don't make a mess. Kind of put down on the bumper a little bit. Wiggle this bad boy on. See how it's snug, not slugly, but a loose snug. Right there you can see it drain. And you want to make sure to take off the top radiator cap so it doesn't create a vacuum. Okay, I bought a fan removal wrench set. You're gonna need a 36 inch. I'm sorry, 36mm, not 36 inch. It's 2 pegs go into there's 4 holes, like evenly split on the pulley. So let's see if we can line it up. Alright, here you go. Here's your fan clutch. Now go ahead and put it off to the side. Okay. This tensioner pulley is a 15mm. I'm going to go ahead and loosen it. We're going to go ahead and take off all the hoses. So there's one on the hard line, that one that's behind the AC compressor pulley, and then the lower radiator hose right there. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and take off the coolant line for the hard tube that goes into the water pump. Got that bad boy up. Now we're gonna go ahead and get the bottom radiator hose. Okay, so that last one, the upper one on the pump, I'm going to be able to take off the clamp right here, but I think I'm going to have to wait till the whole pump is coming out to take the hose off of the pump, because I don't have any access because of this AC compressor. So I think once the pump mounts are off, I'm going to pull it out, and then hopefully I can grab the hose and pull it off. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and take off the mounts for all the pump. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4 for the bracket right here. 5, 6, 7, and then 8 right there at the bottom. So we're gonna go ahead and take all 8 bolts out. There are 14 millimeters. Okay, so that one, the top, all I had to do was just pull on it and it just slid off. I don't know how I'm going to get back on, but we'll get to it when we get to it. Here you go. Okay, here's a look at the old one. Look how crusty this is, man. Kind of should have done a flush too. Look at that. I'm just waiting for it to show up now, so I'm going to spend the time cleaning off the sealing surface of the engine block and making it as clean as possible, so when the new one comes in, put it together, slap everything else, and call it good. Okay, so the part finally came in. I cleaned up the sealing surface, got the new pump in here. Here's the new pump. Comes with a new tube. I had it sealed. And you just go ahead and slide it in, and then you do the final adjustment to line up that bracket to the mount. So now that the sealing surface is clean, this is all clean, I'm going to dry it off, and we're going to go ahead and put it in the gasket. Now it's just reverse order. Alright, the torque I found online is 30 foot-pounds. Already drove it around the block. First, stay close to your neighborhood, just like within a couple blocks, just in case it starts overheating. you can drive home real quick. Once I did a couple laps around the block, temperature stayed exactly in the middle. Right now it's cold because I was just cleaning up my tools, and now I'm just coming out to finish the video. But temperature was staying right in the middle. Make sure you got your heat going, so the heater cord gets filled up with the fluid. But yeah, hopefully this video helps y'all. Y'all have a good one.